Alright, this is my nitro tech converted to electric. There's the Camaro body. You got some buckets. With some LEDs in there. Almost brand new wheels and tires. There it is. The HPI tires. There's the belts. So I use this to mount the VXL. The VXL3 by Traxxas. Converted it to run a 48 pitch spur gear and a fully adjustable motor mount, which is a big piece of aluminum. It's got some radiator fins on there as well to help with cooling. And these three are for the motor mount right here. These three screws, they're almost flush with the chassis. So yeah, with the gearing 29 to whatever spur this is, you have to do about 60 miles an hour right now. I just have to wait till Traxxas sends me a new VXL3 system. Differentials. This holds up pretty well. I haven't had any problems with the chassis at all. It's not very heavy. I figured it was going to be a lot heavier than it is, but it's really nice. I have my Spectrum receiver in here. This is just stock Traxxas steering servo. It's a really solid car. It's a nice touring car. It's going to be real easy to counter steer if you're into drifting. All you have to do is change this pulley out. This is a 15, I believe, and you have to switch it out with one that they run over here, which I believe like a 12 or something like that. If you just buy another one of these and pop it right here, you make some kind of a tensioner or just get a shorter belt, and that's all you'd really have to do to counter steer this car. But it's really nice. It's 200 millimeter, which is pretty cool because you can run these 200 millimeters bodies, and you don't have to run these big wheels with all these crazy offsets. You can see it fits real nice. You got the carbon fiber wrapped roof. I also left the rear lights clear. I was going to do LEDs back there sometime. Never really got around to it. But there it is. And this mount is what they run stock on the Helion Dominus. It's a short course truck. It's a 4-wheel drive short course truck. That's what this mount is off of. And what it does is it pivots right on here. It's tightened down right now, but this moves back and forth. And it sets your spacing between your spur and your pinion. You can move this back and forth here. But yeah, and as far as the batteries, I figured out a way to mount the battery in it right now. This is a 2-cell lithium polymer battery. All I do is kind of slide it right in here. It has to fit in here diagonally. One second, let me get this. But it fits in here like so. It doesn't rub on the belt or anything. But it sits in here just like that. Real snug. And I found out it's actually pretty balanced this way as well. And once it's in there like so, and you're really snug, it doesn't move it back and forth. And I noticed they sell these zip ties where they actually have a removable zip tie. They just have a button right there, like a little tab you push in, and you can actually undo the zip tie and pull the battery out and slide another one in there if that's what you choose to do. But I noticed with this 5000, with the VXL3 system, you have about maybe half an hour runtime. if you're drifting, it's close to 45 minutes with the same battery. I have also ran this battery through it, which is a 3-cell lithium polymer battery. This is a 3-cell 4000. It's actually almost the same dimensions as that hard pack over there, the 2-cell. And it's absolutely insane. It accelerates really rapidly. I'd say it goes about maybe 60 miles an hour. And thanks to the weight and everything, it actually stays planted and it handles extremely well. And since this is a nitro chassis, it actually takes all that power, and it really isn't that hard on it, since it's meant to be a little heavier and it's meant to push with a big heavy nitro engine. So this chassis is actually ideal for a brushless setup like this. You notice other models, if you throw in a brushless system into it, you have all kinds of problems with the differentials, all kinds of problems with the drive shafts, belts breaking. But this chassis is actually set up to be a little more heavy duty, since it used to be nitro. But there it is. It's a Traxxas Fortec. It used to be a 2-speed 2.5. Converted the 2-speed into this one speed 48 pitch gear. I believe it's 86 tooth. I could be wrong. But there it is. It's nice and snug, and it's held in here with this little. This is actually off of a Legend. This is a hub off of a Legend car, a Bolink Legend. And what it does is actually, I didn't have to modify this shaft at all. You can actually put this back. You can put the 2-speed back in here without any modifications really. So you just have to undo 2 little screws in there, and it would just literally slide right off there, and you can throw the 2-speed back on, and you can put the nitro motor back on there. Of course, after you remove this mount, which is just those 3 screws. And you can run this back. You can run this as a nitro again if you wanted to, or you can run an electric. So it's kind of a dual purpose, and you can switch between the two. I mean, it's going to be a little work putting the gas tank back in and all that stuff, but if you wanted to turn this back into nitro, you could without many modifications. And there it is. Cool. The rear shock tower here. These body posts are actually adjustable. You just loosen these 2 screws and the body post slides up, tighten them wherever you need them. So if you're switching bodies, it's really a nice setup. The front ones are pretty long to accommodate all kinds of bodies. I'm running this Camaro body on it right now. And I also have this beast. This is the factory Fortec body here. A hole cut out for the motor, which helps nicely with cooling it as well. I added this wing. The other one broke off. I mean, this car is not new. It's probably maybe 6 or 7 years old at least. So I added this body. This is the optional body wing that they gave me with this car. You can run the stock wing, or you can do this GT style wing, or what you might call it. I painted it to match the rear of the car, and I cut it a little higher for more downforce, because at that speed, this downforce actually helps you out. You can actually see the car slam down to the ground a little bit at that speed. So this wing helps out a lot actually. You can see it's supposed to be cut like on this line here. Well, I left it up a little higher. And the same on the sides. It's supposed to be cut on this line. I left it a little higher up. But it's got this little groove here to help with airflow as well. Works as a big parachute if you have this bumper back here. So there it is. And I ran it with the VXL3 brushless system from Traxxas. It's really a nice system. I really love the speed control. As far as the motor goes, it's pretty temperamental. It does run on 3-cell, which is a good thing, and it's quick. So I just have to wait till Traxxas sends me a new motor back. The old motor, something went wrong with it. Something with the coils. The motor spun freely. The only thing is it just got extremely hot for some reason. So I'm just going to send it back to them and have that replaced. I know it's not my gearing. It's actually geared for more torque than top end, so it shouldn't be that. I think it's just a defective motor. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks.